Hello everybody, this is Purge bringing you guys Game 2 of WhA Asian versus Team Empire. This is for the GosuLeague Division 2B. And this match has been excellent so far. These are the two teams that are at the top of Division 2B. They were both previously undefeated as of today. Team Empire ends up taking Game 1 in a very convincing fashion with some excellent play, awesome strat, and excellent play. I don't think I saw them make any mistakes. Very, very few mistakes, if any. And they ended up crushing WhA Asian with a 17-minute Rax in the mid lane. Anti-Mage got absolutely no farm. Didn't even make it late game. And that's really the sign of a good team. If you can end up executing so well that you put the Anti-Mage that far behind. Gotta sneeze. Wait. Yes, no sneezes. Okay. You guys didn't hear anything. But I did sneeze, I promise. So, yeah, Team Empire is really good. They're performing really well. I love their players as well. Goblin, Scandal, Blow Your Brain, SS, and Funnock. All really, really amazing players. First round bans, we do see a Wisp ban from WhA Asian. They don't want to deal with the Wisp. Funnock plays one of the best Wisps in the scene. And it worked out really nicely last game. The Tether, obviously fantastic. Tether stun, pretty good as well. And even the Spirits are pretty insane damage. At level 2, at level 3, as a level 3 Wisp hero, you can do 250 damage to a single target, or AoE. If they're grouped up, it's AoE. I mean, it's obviously not reliable damage, you have to skill shot it, but 250 damage is really insane out of a Wisp, so it was really cool to see. We see a Darkseer ban and a Broodmother ban from Team Empire, and one more from WhA Asian before Empire gets the first pick. I believe they got first pick last game, didn't they? And they're Radiant team again. Okay, they were Dire last time, excuse me. First pick was actually TA last game from WhA Asian, so it was not actually Empire getting the first pick. And it's a Naga Siren ban. They don't want to have to deal with the possible setup from Scandal. Scandal's setup last game worked excellently, just waited to their group, bam, pop the ulti, walk up the black hole, and that's it. 3-man black hole, guaranteed kills on 3. So that was a huge clutch position of the last game. That guarantees the Rex on them. And that's something that normally you don't see happen. I mean, they had a big gold advantage, but pushing up to the high ground is oftentimes very difficult to score kills with.
10 seconds remaining.
Just because you don't guarantee that you get the black hole off, basically. And the black hole did land on a Tidehunter with a Blink Dagger, so normally a Tidehunter would be sitting back looking for the counter initiation or just starting things off happily with a Ravage. But when you can set up the black hole perfectly and kill 3 heroes for nothing, and by nothing I mean nothing more than cooldowns, then man, that's just such a big team fight win that the stuff doesn't. It's like freak accidents basically where that stuff happens, and that's the scary thing about Naga. If you're playing it correctly, it does allow you to set a lot up. So Empire's taken a lot of time with their first pick here. They have not committed to a hero just yet. Believe it or not, there's a lot of heroes still in the pool. We actually didn't see Nature's Prophet at all last game, I'd like to point out. No picks, no bans. Not the happy hero that we normally see out of him. But they've got a little bit of time on the clock, 50 seconds left where they have to make their decision. And this is pick number 1. First pick of the entire game. They could draft a TA. Batrider's still in the pool as well. Batrider was banned by, I think, Empire first round last game, and was not banned this time. They banned a Brood instead. Apparently don't want to deal with Brood no matter what. 30 seconds. They're trying to figure out basically what they're going to do for a strat, which is why they're taking so long. And they will do a TA, so this is going to start being the crux of their draft here. Templar Assassin going first. That'll be their solo mid, most likely. Batrider may be counterpicked immediately by WhA Asian. I expect to see it at least, because Batrider is a really good hero against TA. And it's kind of cool to see TA being slightly countered. People are getting better against better at playing against her. But lots of time left for WhA Asian. I expect it's going to be a Batrider and a teamfight hero. Maybe a support, like a Tidehunter. They could do a Tidehunter long lane. Again, it worked out. They did a safe lane last game. They do the Batrider against, it's actually going to be a Leshrac instead. So not going to be tied. They opt for a Leshrac instead. That'll give them the good tower pushing. And, of course, Dabblekeed, very, very good against Templar Assassin as well. So those are the trade-offs. Batrider, Leshrac, dual lane. Well, it's not a dual lane, but those are the 2 picks is what I meant. Batrider mid is going to be against TA. Leshrac will probably support on the safe lane. They could do like a Chaos Knight Leshrac. That'd be good. Unless Empire snags it first. They do play Chaos Knight a lot. Chaos Knight, very, very good hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Thanks everybody for watching, by the way. Such crucial matches. Oh, there's that one here that's really good. Rubik is the pick. So Empire grabs Rubik, actually. Could be kind of cool to see him against a Batrider. We don't see Rubik versus Batrider very often. I dare say Sticky Napalm. I don't know, if you get Sticky Napalm yourself, does it increase your base damage? It should. I assume it's coded that way. And either way, I think napalm is just super disgusting in a team fight. I dare say just having napalm in a team fight to throw to just screw everybody's turn rate is good enough to have the skill over maybe something else, but kind of depends on what's happening. Jakiro's the next pick, so it's gonna be Rubik Jakiro. Already a lot of AoE stun, and that's something that I feel like Rubik is even slightly not as well known for, is how powerful telekinesis is, especially if you go in against a duel or a tri-lane. Because if you lift somebody, you can set up the follow-up stun. We're talking about a giant AoE stun. It doesn't do huge duration, obviously. Only 1 second on the primary target at level 1 and 1.5 second. I'm sorry, lift duration is 1.5. Stun duration is 1.
10 seconds remaining.
So you can increase the duration of stun on the single target and the AoE stun as well.
5
So
seconds
the AoE stun is fantastic, though, against a tri-lane setup. It really does save you sometimes. It's kind of similar to Ice Path in that sense. If you could disable that many heroes, it just really does pay off. WHA Asian is going to draft a Chen again. Hopefully, for their sake, they do a safe lane Chen, though, because their main issue in the last game was they did lose the tri-lane. I believe it was when the Chen started to go farm and the anti-mage got killed, something like that. And Wisp kept dodging things, so that made things really tough for WHA Asian to score the kills. They weren't able to take the tower. Aggressive tri-lanes are really hard to pull off. If you fail the aggressive tri-lane, your game is mostly over, especially if you have a really hard carry like an anti-mage, because all of a sudden your anti-mage has no farm and no last hits, and all of his kill attempts in the bot lane failed, so there was no coming back from it at that point, after they missed those couple ganks on the Enigma. And who was the other hero that barely survived? I think it was just Enigma twice, wasn't it? Enigma was just boss twice in a row, I believe. So if they do a safe tri-lane, it'll be looking better, especially because they have a Leshrac now. Now that they have Leshrac, if it's a solo long lane from Empire who's not very good at counter pushing, the tower is going to be taken very, very easily. Whether that happens, I don't know. I don't know. Chen, Leshrac, plus a hard carry is what I expect to see, though. We see Enigma ban, a Disruptor ban, and a Tidehunter is the final ban. Oh god, I don't think I've had my mic on. Oh, that's okay, we're Division 2. Ooh, that was scary. Ah, it intimidated me. Yeah, Division 2 is not watchable through the client, so luckily I have not been screwing everybody over. No problem. Yeah, you guys, if you guys are wondering who won the game 1, oh, you can't see it. I was going to say, look at the top of the screen, there's a little pip on Empire, because obviously Empire won. But my overlay blocks everything, of course. Oh, well. Lycan ban, again from Empire. Really don't want to deal with that. And an anti-mage, Chaos Knight from WHA. Chaos Knight, good hero. Great hero with Jakiro. Great hero with Rubik. Anti-mage banned, because that's another awesome hard carry. I guess WHA Asian is worried about the late game at the moment. They have good counter push from Jakiro at the moment. Jakiro, long lane solo. Is that doable? Probably not, because his cast animations are pretty high. He is survivable, but I don't think he could. His range is not really high enough. I don't think he could do it, but could be okay.
5 seconds remaining.
Clinks is going to be the next pick from Team Empire.
Dire team pick.
So Clinks is the pick, Team Empire. That's going to be their hard carry. It's a hero that actually I used to see Scandal drafting a lot. I think it was Scandal that, or I'm thinking Jackal. Jackal used to play Clinks all the time. That was on old DTS. It was like DTS used to have Goblak, and Funnick on it, and then they shifted to join Dare, I believe is what happened, so that they could get into the International, I believe was what they did, so. But they used to pick Clinks actually very often, especially when Anti-Mage was at the height of his popularity, because Clinks would go Orchid and he could use that aggressively. But Bounty Hunter immediately counterpicked from WHA Asian, and that's really good for them, because Bounty Hunter on the long lane is going to be able to detect Clinks, and is also just all-around great solo. Undying, the last pick from Empire, so I guess it's going to be a tri-lane out of them. They're going to do a Jakiro Rubik Undying tri-lane, I'm guessing. Maybe a Clink solo somewhere. I think it's going to be safe lane, so it's going to be an Undying Jakiro Rubik tri-lane. Clink's on the safe lane is what I think we'll see. Clink's not the best counter pusher, but I guess he'll be against a Bounty Hunter, so that'll be fine for him as long as he stays kind of close to the tower. He doesn't have to worry about getting too much Janata damage coming out of WHA Asian, but I really like the drafting, actually. This is something we've been waiting to see for months, actually, was Undying actually shift into the metagame, and it has been happening semi-recently. Undying tri-lane's very, very strong. Undying's really hard to kill. You can soul rip your allies for a heal, and it only costs 1 skill point. I think that's a really important point to point out. If we look at all the heals across Dota as a game, there are very, very few burst heals. We're talking about Dazzle, Omni Knight, Undying. There's not a lot of heals. There are some more, of course, but most of them are very, very low in number. If we look at Dazzle's heal, it's mostly AoE, so it only peaks off at 120. It's 80 HP heal at level 1, which is pretty low. Death Pulse is very, very low. Omniad heal at level 1 is 90. It gets up to 180, but even still, that's a lot of skill point just for a heal. Whereas if we look at Undyne, a single skill point into Soul Rip gives you 125 HP, assuming creeps are around. And he can Decay, and Tombstone, and Ulti. I mean, just makes him such an effective tri-lane and laning hero. Really, really effective hero. One of the best burst nukes in the game, that is. Yeah, they did ban a lot of the heroes from last game. That's a really good point. They banned Chaos Knight and Wisp and Naga Siren, which were all 3 heroes that Team Empire used in the last game. The last pick is a Phantom Assassin, actually. Interesting. Lots and lots of damage coming out of WhA's Asian. Not a hard carry we see very often, but happy to see it. Phantom Assassin, Bounty Hunter, Chen, Leshrac, Batrider versus a Templar Assassin, Rubik, Jakiro, Klinks, and Undyne. I mean, this is Dota, man. Look at the variety going on in this game. Really fun to see. Klinks is drafted, Undyne is drafted, and a Phantom Assassin in this game. All the other heroes pretty standard, but I really do feel like the metagame is fairly well shifted at the moment. So very, very cool to see. All right. And I just got to change my awesome overlay. I believe this is it. Yes. Gosu. I should title this quick. Gosu cast. Perfect. All right, and we're into the game, guys. This is Empire versus WHA. Empire currently up 1 game versus WHA. The winner of this gets 2 points in the GosuLeague and is going to take decisive victory. That is if Empire wins. If Empire wins, they'll be 2 points ahead of WHA in the league, and WHA will be behind by 2. But if WHA can tie this up, they're going to be tied overall for Division 2B, and whoever gets the most points at the end of the season gets to move up to Division 1 where the money is at. So both teams really, really need to win here. All right, Team Empire, blow your brain, going to be playing Undyne. We've got Godblack on the Jakiro. SS playing Rubik this game, going to be playing support. Scandal on the Templar Assassin, and Funnick is going to be playing Klinks. Interesting, seeing Funnick playing a hard carry role. He's almost always their exclusive hard support role, but he is going to be playing Klinks. Very surprising for the Dire team. This is going to be, we has Asian, we have CryAsia playing the Bounty Hunter. RMC is on Chen. Crit is playing the Batrider, who's a stand-in. HHNP playing the Leshrac, and the last player is going to be Farmer, who's going to be playing Phantom Assassin, going Stout Shield at level 1 with some Ironwood branches. So it will be an aggressive tri-lane, like I predicted. Undyne, Rubik, plus a Jakiro. Jakiro, great tri-lane and support hero. Undyne has insane damage potential at level 1. And between level 1 and level 3, Undyne, very, very scary hero. And SS, of course, Telekinesis is very useful, and Rubik does do some nice Fade Bolt damage. So Jen on the bot lane, looking to pick up some runes possibly. It's actually being Illusion on the top lane, and SS is going to be able to snag this one. Puts an Observer Ward on the high ground. This is going to give some slight lane vision of the mid lane. I believe it's going to catch this about there. So the mid lane is going to have some better vision here. It's going to be a Templar Assassin versus a Phantom Assassin, actually. Assassin versus Assassin. Which way is the best? Double Ward going up, so they may be able to counter this later, but it's actually a dual lane for the PA Leshrac, and this is really scary for Scandal, actually, because if they drop daggers and then chase with Diabolic Edict, Scandal is in a lot of trouble. All they have to do is keep him in place, and the Edict can do the work. So there's the last hits if you guys are curious. Chen actually doing aggressive jungle here on We Has Asian. It's actually going to be an aggressive Batrider, which is versus a Klinks. They actually shifted the Bounty Hunter versus a Tri-Lane. And I thought it was actually be Tri-Lane versus Solo, or against Tri-Lane, but it's not going to be that, actually. It's going to be Rubik supporting against the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is going to be able to get some farm this way. And Batrider is going to be okay against the Klinks, to be honest. He doesn't have a Stout Shield just yet, but wow, he's got 8 stacks on this creep. That's pretty funny. He like 2-shot this creep. I hope he just kills it. He actually does not want to because he wants this lane to push, of course. So he will not see him killing that range creep. If he does, the lane will come back. So 9 stacks, though. That's pretty insane. So once again, aggressive jungling Chen. He is going to be able to gank on the mid lane pretty easily by this, though. And they did have to shift the Jakiro mid. I think this is absolutely required. With the support Leshrac, Scandal would constantly be a threat of dying. And we'll see some harass on the PA, though. He's actually going to even use an Ice Path. Throws 100 damage down, it's not bad. 75 mana for that, I would trade it. CryAsia going to trade with SS a little bit. He has used Janata, a couple more right clicks as the neutrals come through. And Fade Bolt level 1 actually being used. The reason he grabbed Fade Bolt level 1 is because he doesn't really expect, gank going bottom. This is going to be a kill on Klinks. Oh my god, Klinks getting killed. Not able to use Skeleton Walk, I suppose. How did that even happen? I'm sorry, guys. Missing First Bloods all day. It was a huge gank from the Chen. I really don't know how they killed the Klinks. They have no stuns. 0 stuns, and they killed the Klinks. I'm really not sure what happened. There must have been a big mistake. Oh, they had a sentry. Okay. Never mind. They had a sentry. A sentry was had. So he was probably insanely slowed, and they walked in with the Centaur stun, I'm guessing. Maybe just a nuke from Chen. Sorry, guys. TP coming from SS. Actually, he's going to go to the bot lane, so I guess they're going to do a Rubik. Now doing a Rubik Clinks on the bottom. Rubik's going to allow them, or at least help them, shut down possible Chen ganks. And he's going to run right into a Chen, actually. He just uses the Clarity Potion. He'll get this denied here. So no Clarity Potion. He gets netted. Might be in trouble. See, no blocking. Almost able to block him in. And Firefly actually being used. Does he want to dive this, really? No, just puts an extra attack. He's thinking about it going in. There's the Test of Faith. Puts him low, down to 84 HP. Couple right clicks from the Clinks, though. He's got to get them set up. Fire everywhere. Very weird to see the lane switch, but I think it's very necessary for Empire to adjust these here, because they were going to get outlaned. Templar Assassin would have gotten shut down. Bounty Hunter would have gotten farmed no matter what, and bot lane would have had some trouble as well. Clinks versus the Bat Rider. Big damage on crit, though. And we're going to see Rubik run out of mana once again. They're actually getting pretty low, 120. And there's a Clarity, so they will have control of the lane now. And they'll do some creep to 9 here. RMC still jungling on the high ground, using Clarity Potions as well. He could shift mid if needed. Jikiro very tanky though, 739 HP from leveling up, which is insane. There's 2 Clarities, Dual Breath actually going down. That's a double Dual Breath actually, he's in trouble. Gets netted, big initiation going on Godblack, an easy kill on him. Man, perfect timing from the Chen here. Comes in, nets on the Jikiro just as he goes a little aggressive. And the dagger as well as the follow-up Split Earth stun, just the easiest thing in the world. And that's actually kind of a cool combo. Stifling Dagger plus the Split Earth does let you set up. The slow is insane. 50% slow for 2 seconds here. And Phantom Assassin is getting decent farm in the mid lane. Actually, I'm sorry, that's a dead lie. 5 last hits on him is terrible. Versus Scandal 16 and 14. He's got insane denies going on here. Absolutely insane. Top lane Undyne is doing better than Bounty Hunter. 18 and 9 for him. Bounty Hunter's at 9 and 2. And Clinks is at 15 and 3, so Clinks backing up, but he's still got good farm. Bat Rider is matching him though. 13 and 4 is not a big difference at all. But he does go for 2 levels of Skeleton Walk. I think this is actually required here. I would normally say stats might be better, but SS is going to find RMC. He might be in trouble. There's a Telekinesis. Going to push him forward. He's a little scared though because the creeps are here. Uses the Fade Bolt, which does reduce the damage a lot by these guys, especially on Chen. And the right clicks now for Clinks. And this is the problem with the aggressive jungle. It's just so easy. Just shift in and pick off the jungling hero. If you know where they're at, you just converge. You take your guy from the bottom and you go in. You take the guy from the middle and you go in. And the only way he can run is immediately out through the river as fast as possible. And he was not able to survive that. So very, very easy kill on the Chen in the jungle, and that's where things start getting iffy. Chen only now level 3, only level 3 at a 5-minute game. He has gotten some successful ganks off, one on Clinks and one on the mid lane, but he's got to make something happen, and he's got to be able to get some EXP at least for himself is the main point. EXP and farm on his primary hero is going to be an important thing. Energy Booster is the first thing that Undyne goes for a lot of mana regen. He actually gets a second Soul Rip, very surprising. Very, very rare that we do see Soul Rip maxed or picked up more than 1 point, and sometimes we don't even see it at 1 point, honestly. But on the bright side, once he gets a lot of mana, this is pretty much the only way that he's actually going to be able to harass the Bounty Hunter. And that's exactly what he started to do. He's going to start spamming the Slurp. It's only 75 mana. He's going to be able to do up to 250 damage. Just did 225 to Croatia just now. He's going to have to bring himself a bottle, which is what he does. But this is why Blow Your Brain ended up skilling this point. If he did not, if he just maxed Tombstone, he's not going to get a Tombstone kill against the Bounty Hunter. But if he's against the solo hero, this is by far the highest damage ability that he can go for here. Oh, he's not going to be able to get the Catapult. Very unfortunate for Blow Your Brain, but Bounty Hunter now 6, so we could see some ganking from him. Once again, more harass coming from the Soul Rip. Every 20 seconds, he's going to throw this nuke out, and here comes his Arcane Boots. So now he doesn't even have to worry about the mana pool. Basilius plus Arcane Boots is going to be absolutely easy. Kind of interesting to see Arcane before other survivability, but once again, Soul Rip is the way he can make the damage happen. And one downside to going to skill build as well is that he's not as strong into team fight until he hits level A. And the gank's coming in. It's a haste room from Lashrak. We have a Chen showing up as well. Does he realize that he's in danger? He's got 872 HP, which is pretty good. He's actually going to back off now. He's expecting a gank here. So good game sense. Does end up backing off. Most of the Dire team is missing, Lashrak especially. They haven't seen Chen in a while either. Bat Riders in the bot lane earn Basilius. I love this item build on Bat Rider. Very cool. And SS might get caught in the jungle. Actually, here comes the possible gank. He's got to be careful. I don't think he can actually dive. That's a courier coming. Boots and... Okay, so it's the Sage's Mask Boots on Phantom Assassin. His mana is low. We could see Farmer be in some trouble here. He doesn't have that much mana. Does have a wand, though. I love the wand pickup. Very necessary towards keeping his mana up, I think. They're actually going to be fighting. SS gets caught by crit, but here's the right click. Fade Bolt's going to get used, puts him low. I think Clinks can get this, though, and there's the right click. Does grab the kill on crit, so Funnick is able to trade. Batrider is going to get the kill on Rubik, but Clinks grabbing the Batrider. So this is pretty good for Batrider, trading a support for a long lane solo, and that puts Clinks up to 8. I really don't think those trades are worth it for WHA Asian. But here comes the gank on Scandal. There's the track. Stun's going to miss. Big mistake there by the Leshrac, but I think they know they're actually not going to die. The Scandal wants the right click. Oh, the Stun's going to miss, though. Does catch Bounty Hunter at least. I don't know why he threw a stun so early. Really needed to wait until the dagger came out before he ended up throwing the stun, I think. They could have maybe killed Scandal if his shield was broken, excuse me, but it was not. So, in the meantime, Blow Your Brain taking the top lane. Wow, 2 decays. No way. Really, really weird skill build. I've never seen this skill build before. It's kind of a slight adjustment on what I used to do on Undying, but 2 decays, so he's actually going to max out decay a little earlier. He's still not concerned about the tombstone levels again because he's not contributing to team fights, he's just farming. This does give him more solo kill potential, picks up his ulti at 8, so we'll see him really wreck face with tombstone when he hits level 9. I wish he had a TP scroll though, because if there is a dive going on, he is by far the best hero. One of the best heroes in the game, nonetheless, to jump on and swing fights. Now Funnick with an Aquila here gives him some nice mana regen as well as damage. He's going to grab some HP. Look at that damage and HP increase. We haven't seen a Clinks played in quite a while, but his ulti is very, very good. He gets 50% of the health gain, so basically he kills an 1100 HP creep, and he ends up getting about 500 HP. 550 HP from that. It's a heal as well, by the way. And the damage gain, 5% of that, so about 55 damage. You'll see if he right-clicks on Batrider. This could be a bad mistake for him, though. There's a illusion being used by Bounty Hunter. He's going to go scout things out. He will have track, though. We'll see if he tracks first. He may initiate and then track. Crit's going to want to ulti on top of this, but he's got to wait till Oh, here comes the initiation. There it is. Funnick gets the track off. They're going for the chase. Oh, he's in so much trouble. His ulti runs out just now. Full HP, but he's going to pop a wand in a second. 10 charge wand needs it. No wand. There's the wand. Keeps him alive. Oh my god, they might have actually thought that he was going to survive, but no, Krajish is going to get it anyways. Nice play by Funnick, waiting till the absolute last second to pop the wand. Bought him a little time, but a really bad time for his ulti to run out there. Lost about 500 HP worth of the survivability. Undying might be in trouble. Gets stunned, actually. There's the initiation. Not be able to... Oh, I think he's in so much trouble. The right-click crits. That is just too much damage. They're going to try to take out the tombstone, but the zombies are actually going to put him very low. No, actually. Does a decent job. And that is basically the problem with not getting a stout shield on Undying, as far as I'm concerned. His mana pool is huge, but you really need to stay alive as Undying. Almost more than anything. When you do run into team fights like that and you only have 900 HP, it is just not enough survivability. You get bursted down too fast, and you really need to let yourself cycle the cooldowns. Most importantly, cast Tombstone and Flesh Golem, and then get cooldowns on Decay while you're soul ripping yourself. I mean, you gotta stay alive, and 900 HP without a Stout Shield is just not enough. So, kind of wish he had a Stout Shield here. Buys a Bracer, though, so maybe he's gonna be going for, I don't know, Drum of Endurance or something? I'm not quite sure. Might see some Decay Harass. Oh my god, he wants this kill, actually. Grabs it. Wow, gets the kill on Undying, gets stunned by the Chen creep. He's going to pay for this one at least, but was it worth it? I'm going to dare say no. I don't think that one was worth it. He did get the kill off. Funnick trying to set things up, though. Puts Leshrac low. Oh, great Ice Path as well. Dual Breath on Farmer, and Farmer is really low as well, but a great Split Earth. And they might be able to grab the Clinks. Or, I'm sorry, the Phantom Assassin. A couple right clicks. Will we see a miss? Wand is pressed, and he stays alive. Nice play there. Funnick kind of giving up on that one. Maybe a little too early, but Goblin taking some Chen creep damage, but maybe it was worth it. Bounty Hunter grabs a Rubik kill. That's going to be on the bot lane. I am sure he tracked that one. Track gold. It's good. It's good, guys. Let's look at the gold graph. 7-3. We has Asian actually in the lead, but it's going to curve towards a dire advantage. And Bounty Hunter is where things get really, really scary this game. Bounty Hunter is great. Not only gets Clinks, but just good at really getting your farm up. 1500 EXP as well. So they're winning EXP and gold here. They are thinking about diving on the PA. PA going for Phase Boots next. Very standard build here. 800 HP. Might be a gank going on mid. No, actually, they don't even know Bounty Hunter's here, I don't believe. But Undying is now level 9. Does he have a skill point that he hasn't skilled? I'm not quite sure. But here's the team fight. Tombstone going down. Going to spawn some zombies. He actually puts his ulti down, but he's a little out of position now. May need to end up decaying. He's going to throw the decay. Ends up whiffing it, actually. In a little trouble. Batrider's getting dived on, but running away. And Tombstone is going to get picked off as Undying is so low on HP. Pops a Decay once again, but not quite enough HP. The slow, oh, great stun coming out of the Leshrac, and that's going to be a kill on Undying. Blow Your Brain being a little too aggressive here. Doesn't have the tank just yet. He is maxing Decay second now, keeping his Tombstone at level 3. It's good enough is what he says. Slow on Bounty Hunter, looking for tracks, but I mean, they're just slightly winning these team fights, and Undying, despite getting a ton of solo EXP, his item build is really just not keeping him alive here. But that's the trade-off. You either go for Arcane Boots and you have insane mana pool for harassing, which he did use to harass the Bounty Hunter a little bit, or you go for a really fast Vanguard and you end up being extremely tanky in the early to mid game. But I dare say Vanguard would have been the important choice because it does damage block from PA and reduces crit levels as well. So I think that would have been a smart choice. Funnick wants a kill on the Leshrac. Can he get it? 3, 4 hits, needs one more, goes in, grabs the kill. Nice play by Clinks. Invisible again and sprints away. That's even without an Orchid, so very early to see Clinks actually ganking. Will we see Undying die again? He's getting dived on, needs to get the decay. Ulti starts things off. The burst damage is insane, and he's going to go down again. Man, Undying really needed the HP, but it's just not enough. Opted for so much money on Arcane Boots and a Ring of Basilius, just a lot of money on mana regen items. They're trying to grab the Bat Rider, but he's got to run through the Fire Path to snag this, and Funnick really wants skill. Here comes the TP. Couple right clicks, but he's not going to get it. TP out by the Bat Rider, and a nice escape on the bot lane. Funnick uses his ulti again. He's getting very close to Orchid at least. He's going to be able to finish some of those components. Increases mana regen, 4.4, as well as his damage, but was not able to kill the Bat Rider. Not nearly enough here. SS going to scout Lesh, actually. There's the trap coming in. Here's the telekinesis. One nuke as well, and goodbye, Leshrac. He did cast Edict at least, which is going to break some of Scandal's shields and do some okay damage to SS, but good initiation there. Great ward placed by the Radiant team. Spotted out the Lesh and allowed them to snag that kill. There's actually everybody on the Radiant team coming bottom now. And Undying is going to fight with this team, which is going to give him some more survivability. He won't be the only hero to take damage now. Creating a lot of trouble. Ice Path catches him. A couple more right clicks. Dual Breath, and he goes down. Still maxing out the dual breath on Jakiro. Wand is up, but a little right clicking. Can they catch him? It's going to be close. They may need another sentry. More right clicks. He's got slow in a bit, or invisible in 2 seconds. Another sentry gets placed, and they do grab the kill. Bounty Hunter getting killed. Rubik's going to go down to Farmer. Phantom Assassin picking up that kill there. And it is actually going to be a Vlad's, surprisingly, picked up on Phantom Assassin very rapidly here after the phase boots. On the bright side, he does have the survivability, though. He's got the Basilius Wand and the Stout Shield at least, but Clinks gets the last hit. Hopefully that for him that will finish his Orchid, but I don't think he's there quite yet. Still needs about 300 or 400 gold, something like that. So he will TP to the top lane. This will help him finish his Orchid, get a farm up a bit. Mana regen at the moment is quite good, and Chen grabs a haste, going for a Buckler immediately afterwards. So 7 to 10 at the moment. Game's pretty close. A little dewarding going on. Observe ward. Getting countered by a sentry. That was a brand new ward, by the way. It's a nice counter by Leshrac there. You probably figured out why he died. He did get picked off right here. Rubik ran straight in. The trap was immediately afterwards, so he knew that it was probably a setup going on here. Though Phantom Assassin on a really squishy build with the Vlads, by the way. He does get a lot of armor out of this, but the nuke potential is really where he gets cleaned up. And against a hero like Jakiro, Jakiro has tons of nuke damage. I mean, he's going to be doing like, God, that's 280 plus burning damage, plus 100 here. Maybe a Macro Pyre, Liquid Fire, stuff like that. Funnick wants to kill top, crits only at 1200 HP, but I don't think he's going to be able to grab this. I mean, he's got to be so careful too. Bounty Hunter's here. He doesn't realize, though. Bounty Hunter really maxing out the Shadow Walk. And there it is. Orchid just came to him. He came invis. Alright, he's going to initiate, but there is going to be a Bounty Hunter. This could be really bad for Funnick. He wants easier blood, though. His ulti is about to run out. This is exactly... Oh, the sentry spots him. They realize... Does Funnick realize that he's been spotted? I think Chen did a really nice job. I'm sorry, excuse me, the Leshrac did a really nice job not showing that he knew he was there. That was very important. Funnick's going to walk away. He did see some Lesh movement, but I don't know if you realize. He wants to kill Phantom Assassin, actually. Phantom Assassin with only 1 level of evasion, so that's 20%. And here comes the silence. Nope, 1 TP coming bottom, and the sentry spots him. And there it is, another cancel TP. So a lot of stuff happening here. Funnick just kind of running around. He should just be farming, though. I mean, We Has Asian is doing a great job. This is exactly how you defend against the Clinks. Right when you expect him to get your Orchid, you need to have sentries in the jungle. You need to have sentries by your hard carries, because he will go try to gank. I mean, this is basically how Clinks is able to get a big gold advantage in the mid game. He's going to find a Lesh. Lesh may end up dying. He's going to go put a ward down, and there it is. There's the right click. Orchid, not even used, actually. 4-shotting. Wow, big pickup from Funnick. And he knew exactly, as soon as Lesh went here, he knew where he was going. So he didn't even have to pop the Orchid. Grabs the easy kill using Strafe. So that's what Empire wants. They may be able to push with this now that they do have a dead hero. Only 13 seconds, though, which is really not that much. But Scandal top with phase boots as well as Blink Dare. He actually maxing Meld second. Only 1 level of Psyblades. Very surprising. But this does drastically increase his burst damage against Bat Rider. So, and that's the important part. Bat Rider is so tanky now. He has huge strength gain. 50 plus 9 at the moment. 1200 HP. And they're actually going to fight mid. Undying did max out Decay. Tombstone just about off cooldown here. He'll drop it in a second, I'm sure. One track on. They're actually going in. He's going to grab the Undying. Will Undying be able to survive? Great Ice Path. Going to buy him some time. He may be able to ulti off of this when he's so low. Needs to heal himself. He doesn't. He doesn't cast a single thing. Big misplay from Blow Your Brain, and they're going to trade targets now. Want to be able to grab the Templar Assassin or Phantom Assassin. I think she blinked away or died. Blinked away. Not dead here. Clink's on the high ground. Might be able to initiate more blinking going on. Ice Path as well. Dual Breath is going to miss everybody. Every single player. As Scandal's running away, crit, taking the right clicks though. Is it going to be enough? Puts him so low, but no, he's not going to be able to survive. Pops the wand, keeps him alive for a second. Scandal grabs the Bounty Hunter, and now changing targets as Farmer blinks away. Man, I thought Undying was so guaranteed to survive there, but he just got absolutely flustered. Didn't pop his ulti, didn't pop his tombstone, despite the excellent Ice Path from Goblin, which absolutely saved him. It was so clutch that he stopped the initiation there. Ice Path absolutely saved the Undying. He didn't decay, he didn't soul rep, he didn't tombstone, he did nothing there. And it may be because his turn rate was bad because of the Firefly. I'm guessing that's what it was. It was probably because his turn rate was low. He probably wanted to cast Tombstone, but it takes so long to turn around and drop the tomb that it just interrupted everything he was trying to work for. So that really messed him up, I'm sure. But crucial team fight for WHA. It actually looked okay for Empire. They did lose Clinks here, but a Bounty Hunter died, a Bat Rider died. I don't know about the other heroes. Let's see, I guess. Jakiro went down, Bat Rider died, Clinks died, and Bounty Hunter died. I'm not quite sure. And I assume there were some track kills in that team fight. Very crucial as well. Demon Edge picked up by Templar Assassin. This is going to be a crit immediately after the Blink Dagger. We have been, I have heard some people talking about this, that it is arguably the best way to go for the TA build. If you just get there really rapidly, it does give you the crits, obviously, and if you get lucky with crits, kind of similar to what we see out of Kunkka usually. Just tons of damage. Blow Your Brain, level 11. Still has not been able to max out Tombstone. Not even a second level on Flesh Golem yet, but... Ooh, that's a jungle kill. Going on the Chen. Big damage. Orchid puts him low, and yeah, he's going to die from that one. If you guys don't know how Orchid works, it actually silences you for 5 seconds, and after the silence ends, you actually take bonus damage based on how much damage you take. So it amplifies the damage you take by 30%. So after you right-click a bunch, you get a 30% damage nuke. Which is pretty significant. It did 300 damage there to Clinks, or to the Chen, excuse me. Tower taking a lot of damage though. Goblin is, they're splitting the tank abilities a little bit, and Tower goes down. Templar Assassin with the last hit. And this is about the point of the game where Empire is as strong as the entire game. Every single one of their heroes is in some ways focused towards the early and mid game, which is part of the really, really excellent drafting coming out of Goblin here. Now, WHA is not quite the same. Chen is good in the early game. Bounty Hunter has some great early game ganks. Leshrac is a pretty good early to mid hero, has some late game potential. And Phantom Assassin is more late, so this is why Empire is pushing. I mean, Jakiro is excellent right now. Even the Rubik. Every single hero they have is really, really strong at this point in the game, which is exactly why they're team fighting and pushing. So this is the part that WHA has to survive to get to the late game. If they can get late and pick up some good items on the P8, they're going to be good, but it's going to be tough. There's the blinking from Crit, actually. He's going to get silenced. Does ulti on Scandal. Scandal might just get picked off immediately, and he does. Perfect initiation. Decay hitting too, though. Big nukes from Undying. He's able to make stuff happen. Tombstone is down, and he's got the ulti up. Picks off a kill. Decay does so much. Tombstone will end up dropping, but PA is cleaning up support heroes with her double damage. Goes in on Funnick. The crits are insane. Running after Funnick. Can they just save? Dagger grabs the last hit, and Farmer is playing so well here. Clinks. Sorry, the TA grabbing so many kills. Undying in the pit is not going to be able to survive. Monster kill for the PA. Oh my god, what is going on? They want to grab PA. The double damage. I mean, BKB is so crucial, guys. You have to get the BKB really fast. And now, and despite having the Vlad's offering, everything is just fine. Honestly, going from Vlad's into the BKB, his item build is absolutely safe. But going from the part between that, Vlad's to BKB gets really scary. Radiant team is still going to grab the Aegis because of their buybacks. That was a Clinks buying back, I believe, as well as, I don't know if TA did or not. But she did end up dying in the team fight very, very rapidly. There was a huge pickoff from the Barretter, pulled her high top lane. Funnick was a little too slow in his silence, wasn't able to stop the ulti. And that was crucial. Being able to pick off Scandal before anything happened was super clutch. So, some very nice play there. So now things are 17-17. Goldgraph is in the Radiant team's advantage. Despite doing some buyback there, they did get the Roshan gold at the very least. And Aegis as well. I assume that went on the Clinks actually. Ooh, so it goes on Clinks. Interesting. Pretty good for keeping him alive as he does gank. There's a sentry on the Leshrac, and we see a Chen as well. There's a mech. So at the very least, they will have mech survivability. We'll see if he places the ward. There it is. Right-clicking. Going for not actually going to silence. Puts him so low. Goes invisible. But the track. Dagger as well. He's in a lot of trouble. Couple right-clicks. Everybody's here on the Dire team. Ice Path going to buy him some time, though. And Clink's now running at max movement speed. That's going to save Funnick. Really, really clutch save there. Once again from the Jakiro. been doing a great job there. Bounty Hunter's going for an Orchid. Great choice. That's going to allow him to solo gank the... oh my god, is he going to grab it? He does grab the regen. And the best part is Scandal had no idea. He was like, oh, I'm just going to grab this regen and then walk away. No big deal. Jakiro now level 9. Nice path to level 3. Doing some good damage output. 1 level of Macro Pyro. We'll see him probably max out. I mean, this is like the standard... the Jakiro builds are so all over the place. I dare say, though, the Dual Breath is too good to not max out, though. I mean, the other skills are really effective as well. The attack speed reduction is insane. I don't think it goes through Black King Bar. I might be wrong on that. But if it did, it could be a possible use against the Templar Assassin. Funnick wants to kill. He wants to grab crit. And here comes. There's a trap. So he does use it. A little miscoordination, though. His ulti's just going to run out, and a Ghost Scepter actually on Batrider keeps him 100% alive. And this is where the supports end up being really survivable. If Clinks jumps on them, they don't care. Because he's got a Ghost Scepter. He's like, oh, you have a Ghost Scepter? Okay. I can't kill you anymore. There's going to be 5 seconds where... or 4 seconds? Where they're just unkillable. 4 seconds Ghost Duration. It's by far the hard counter against Clinks. Clinks has no chance of getting kills that way. Wow, it's actually going to be an MKB. Okay, alright, that makes sense. I'm sorry. Makes sense. Going to crit would be a big mistake out of the TA. The reason he's going MKB is because he obviously is going to need to counter against the PA. Now that PA's evasion is maxed out at 35%, he 100% needs to be able to hit through that reliably. You don't want to waste a Meld Strike on somebody that's going to dodge it. That's the worst thing ever. If you end up missing your first Meld Strike hit, that's -8 armor and 200 bonus damage that would have cleaved through. And he's a very short 100 gold away from having the MKB finish. So I would like to see SS pick up some HP and armor, most importantly. I don't know if they have a mech or not. I don't think they do. Yeah, there's no mechanism being built on the Radiant team. I think I would like to see SS finish this. His armor is very low. He's going to be a very easy target against the PA. I dare say I would even like to see a Vlad's on the Radiant team, but the problem is they don't really have that many melee heroes. Maybe Undyne can finish it, turn his Basilius into Vlad's. I think that would be their best bet, honestly. They really need survivability against the PA. She was able to crit way too hard. Same thing goes for the Bounty Hunter, of course. I'm sure Bounty Hunter is doing pretty good damage. If they grab a Vlad's, that's 5 armor to every single one of their support heroes, which are the heroes that need to stay alive in the team fights. There's also pretty good damage coming out just from simply the magic damage from the Batrider, but putting 5 armor on Rubik is going to be crucial. Putting 5 armor on even Jakiro as well is going to make his HP go a lot farther. So I think that's what we need to see. Vlad's on Undyne and probably just some HP survivability on the Rubik. Oh, mech possibly. It looks like he's going for a Force Staff, though. Force Staff also a good choice against the PA. If you get initiated on, he blinks on you, you Force Staff away, and that forces him to waste at least a couple seconds. So they have to be able to survive the PA. He's already gotten some insane kills, 8-0 and 3 at the moment in this game. He's already got some insane kills going on from the last team fight, but game not over by any means. 4,200 gold now on PA, and he's going to teleport to the mid lane. So he goes next for item. I assume he's going to do something like... he could just do, like... it's probably going to be just a damage item, of course. Maybe an MKB is a possibility. He can MKB. He could grab Abyssal Blade. That would be a good choice as well for the mini bashes. He could do an orb. He could grab an orb if he really wants to, because he does have Vlad, so no orbs yet for him. Toilet emergency. I don't know what BG is, but Bulgarian food. That's what it means. Bulgarian food toilet emergency. The only reason I know it's Bulgarian is because at the start of the game they mentioned they're from Bulgaria. So let's look at some numbers while we're waiting, guys. Kills, deaths, assists. Clink's doing pretty well, but he's got a lot more deaths than the PA. 9, 4, and 5 on him. 8, 0, and 3 on the PA. Hero level. Pretty equally leveled. Dire team actually slightly behind in terms of EXP. EXP per minute's the highest for the PA, but that's because she's been getting a lot of kills. It's actually going to be a plate mail, so I guess it's going to be an AC picked up on the Phantom Assassin. Interesting choice. So rather than going for a damage item, he opts for attack speed as well as minus armor, which does make his team pretty strong. Like we said before, the minus armor, or the low armor on the Radiant team does make them susceptible to damage. And especially with Bounty Hunter on top of that, we're going to be stacking even more minus armor on top of that. So the AC will give Phantom Assassin just all around big damage output, or at least it's like moderate damage output is probably the best way to say it, while still making him very, very survivable against the physical burst damage from the Radiant team, mostly Templar Assassin as well as the Clinks. Those two heroes do a lot of physical burst damage, and they will allow, or be able to pick off some heroes possibly. They have Bounty Hunter in the lead, who's invisible, of course. Smoke gank on a couple people. And they're going to run into Rubik. Rubik's going to be the hero to die, I think, if Kryasia can actually get the initial slow. There's the dagger, and that's going to be it. There's the track as well, and now SS in trouble. There's the blinking. He's going to try to steal something, but very, very easy kill there. Downside is they just spent 5 men on smoking and going for the kill. They will be able to take the tower, I believe. They're going to push bot now. This is their plan all along. They'll take the bot tower, and this is finally some gold advantage that WHA has been waiting to have. Radiant team is in the advantage. They have more towers, but even with track gold, I'm surprised WHA not in the lead here. EXP is also in Empire's favor, so Empire doing pretty well, despite kind of a rough early to mid game. There's some TPs coming top. Funnick's going to right-click the tower. He's actually going to silence on crit just to stop him from doing anything. He just wants to do as much damage as possible to the tower, and look at that, 800 damage. And now forcing 2 TPs, even putting some illusions in to do a little damage output here. Does Scandal have a... no, just another illusion, so Funnick will leave now, going back to the farming. They did take 1 tier 1 bottom. Chen only has an arcane mech. Decent items, but nothing amazing. Level 10. No Ghost Scepter for him. He's definitely the hero that Funnick's going to be looking to kill. And AC is already finished well. His attack speed is pretty significant, though. And this is actually part of a problem with Phantom Assassins usually in the mid-game, is that they actually don't have enough attack speed ever. They rely very heavily on the attack speed bonus from Phantom Strike, and they just stack damage item after damage item after damage item, including phase boots. And that ends up putting you a little behind. So, but he ups for the AC. So more survivability, more attack speed, more minus armor on the opponents, and 5 minus armor is significant, critting for about 800 right now. And considering he doesn't really have a damage item, that's actually pretty impressive. He's got a bunch of mediocre damage items, Vlad's, Black King Bar phase boots, doesn't have an MKB, doesn't have a Battle Fury, just kind of opts for all of these other interesting things, and is still doing decent damage in the mid game. So it's cool to see. It looks like a possible smoke gank for the Radiant team. Nope, they just happen to group up. Scandal's at 1800 gold now. And Funnick's still farming, 3,000 gold for him. Probably wants a BKB. BKB is going to be mostly useful against the Dire team. It's going to stop not a whole lot. Is it even worth it? I don't really know if it is. Flaming Lasso goes right through it. It's going to stop Flame Break. It's going to stop Firefly damage. It's going to stop Leshrac stun. Edict will still go through. PA is going to be able to blink as well as Dagger if he doesn't have Magic Immunity. So I dare say that might be the most important thing. If he's Magic Immune, I don't think the PA can dive nearly as hard. And the physical damage is really where Clinks is going to have some issues. But going for a Haste Rune. Ooh, he's actually not going to snake it in time. Pings it, and now the haste is gone, and he's going to realize Athar is a bounty hunter. Dire teams sitting really close to one another. They do not want to get caught out right now. PA still picking up farm. Chen, the giant massive smoke gank. They're going to spot somebody, though. Somebody's going to remove the smoke. And it's actually be Clinks, so they realize Clinks is here. Here comes the Radiant team. Here comes the tier 1 defense. 28 minutes in. Possible dive going in. There's the dagger. There's the blink in. Goes in. Godblex is dying so fast. Ice Path Mech is well going to buy him sometime. Dual Breath going through, landing on a lot of heroes. Macro Pyre, and he's still alive. I can't believe it. Scandal's getting low. Scandal's in trouble. He's so low he ends up melt striking, but still gets picked off. Farmer getting some damage going through. The fire damage actually was what able to blink it up, and there's the blink through. PA's damage is just so insane here. Oh, they do pick off the Gondor, though. Funnick getting low. Aegis is gone, though. One stun, and they go in on Farmer. Can they get Farmer? Farmer gets picked off, and now it's going to be a swing for the Radiant team. Picks off the barrier as well, and 5 dying. Wow, big plays from Empire. I cannot believe Goblin stayed alive so long. That was impressive. He was a sliver from dying. Literally 1 crit, and he ends up meching, ice pathing, and gets his combo off. Big mistake from the Phantom Assassin, most importantly. She lost half of her HP before she even popped her BKB, and despite having lifesteal, that really did put her behind, and Empire able to win a huge team fight. Do we see buybacks, though? I don't know if there was buybacks, but Phantom Assassin gets killed. 700 gold going to Undyne, and look what he did with this. Necro 2, right off the bat. He was like, oh, I just got 700 gold. I guess I'll just mostly complete my next item. Necro, cool pickup, lots of armor, lots of HP, and tons of mana. And most importantly, spawning the Necro 3s will give them True Sight, and you can't use those aggressively to right-click. Nice auras, things like that, just generally good pushing. It is going to make Undyne a little bit better in the late game. A little right-clicks on the Chen, big damage actually. Misses a couple. I'm sorry, that was a Ghost Scepter. Ghost Scepter keeping alive there. I'm really surprised that Empire won that team fight so hard, though. It really looked like it was going badly for them. PA was just coming in and critting everything. I assume that Undyne made some massive plays. I mean, he's the team fight monster, not to mention the Flesh Golem damage amp is insane as well. So, I'm not sure. It does look like Clinks maybe bought back, though. Let's check the buyback stuff. Yeah, nobody bought back. There were 0 buybacks there, so I don't know what happened, but it looked really good for the Radiant team. Oh, yeah, the Necro 3s look so good now. Going to see some mana drain on crit here. Little mana drain. Take that crit. Oh, the range creep died, I think. Slight mistake. Actually, they're going in. Undyne's going to get cleaved so fast. Big crits there. 100 gold for the range creep. And pretty big mistake there. Getting picked off. Force Staff on Rubik as they escape. Not dying would have been nice. So once he gets Necro 3, I really would love to see a Vlad, so I think Vlad's going to be crucial. I mean, 5 armor, it's going to counteract the AC. The only thing AC will then do is attack speed. And Phantom Assassin is about crits. And he doesn't have an X damage item. I mean, I really think that they need to get a Vlad's. 5 armor. Chainmail on everybody. Against physical damage here is so crucial. Sounds on SS. He's going to force back, though. Good escape. Another sentry placed. It's counter sentry again. Little right clicks on Krasia. They go and silence him. Steals some spell. Wow, he is crushed so hard. SS has got track. Good pickup here. Can they get the track off? They track off the PA, so everybody's faster. Macro power being used. He's got Black King Bar, but he wants to save it until he respawns. He's going to blink away, end up surviving. There's a mini stun on Chen, actually. Flame Break pushing him closer, and now Chen pops his heal. He's going to use Ghost Scepter, but TP's actually interrupts his Ghost Scepter, and he goes down. MKB interrupting him. Another Ghost Scepter. They're not done chasing. Crit's going to blink, though. So they are able to take the Roshan. I don't know if they can take this. Funnick's going to right-click this. Just going to kill the creep wave. They can take this as soon as the creeps die. So creeps come forward. Empire barely pulling out the wins in these team fights. Super close game. And Goblin now with 2 macro pyres, 2 levels of liquid fire. Tower dies immediately. That is the last of the outer towers. So Empire has tower advantage, map control. Gold graph is still in their favor despite track gold. They've got difference in EXP earned, big EXP advantage. And they've got track. There's the initiation, critting on Scandal. Oh my god, he dies so fast. BKB as well. Jakiro's in trouble. He's going to force staff out. Might be able to do breath. No, runs back in, gets killed. SS is also going to fall. Throws the final track. Man, that damage, that burst, that alpha is insane. The amount of damage they do when they initiate is just ridiculous. All they have to do is blink in, ulti on bat, and then jump in from PA. The hero to kill is Templar Assassin. Don't let him get the refraction off. He's just literally not tanky enough, believe it or not. And I don't know how he could survive that. Other than a Lincoln Sphere, maybe. I mean, maybe the only way Templar Assassin can survive this is Lincoln's, because then he could stop the Flaming Lasso. But either way, they can interrupt it with a track. They've got so many options. They can throw a dagger and interrupt Lincoln. So Lincoln's definitely not the right choice. But, I mean, Templar Assassin has to maybe just sit back, not allow himself to get initiated on. I mean, they still have lots of crucial heroes. I mean, they could grab Undyne, TA, or Clinks and be happy with a kill. I really don't know. Clinks does finish up his MKB, though. Once again, mini bash, true strike against the PA, but tier 2 tower mid is going to take some damage. 10 seconds till the respawn. They're going on the last strike, buying some time. He gets netted, actually does. Funnick making a big mistake here, and he's going to have to buy back. He's going to have to buy back, losing himself 2,000 gold. That was a 2,000 gold mistake right there. Not even kidding. 2,000 gold mistake from Funnick here. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. Didn't have BKB. Thought, I've got MKB. Maybe I can score the kill in 3 hits or something. I'm not sure. Didn't even use Orchid, I believe. Looking for more kills. Going to find some illusions in the jungle, but that's it. So. And what is PA finishing? It is going to be a MKB. So MKB coming on the Phantom Assassin in a second here. Yeah, MKB coming. So plus 88 damage, not to mention the mini stun. It's going to be insane damage, and the crit levels are going to be crazy now. It's 1,200 crits. This is where Phantom Assassin gets insane. Her crit was recently buffed, by the way. It went up by 50%, I believe, which means pretty significant damage. If she's hitting for 270, that means an extra 130 damage or so per crit. Really, really insane crit on coup de grace. They've got to last out the Aegis before they can fight, though. I don't know what the timer is. We've got about 3 minutes until Phantom Assassin's Aegis is gone. So for now, this is just good time for WHA. Unless they can pick off the PA very, very easily. We have Undyne. He might get caught, actually. He's going to find him. He's in trouble. Pops everything. Tombstone goes down. Now running away. Necro 3. We have a Barretter jumping as well. Oh, my God. The crits. SS dies immediately. Scandal trying to make plays. Going on Farmer. They're right-clicking, but the crits come through. And that's it. TA gets picked off. And Funnick is now right-clicking. Picks off a last strike. DD on him. Does buy him some time. He's got a gem as well. Crit wants to kill. Nabroski is still alive. This is Blow Your Brain, of course, waiting for cooldowns. Dual Breath buys him a little time. Good attack speed reduction. More Decay wants to grab a kill. Picks off the Chen, actually. And Undyne making some plays. More Decays. They're going on Farmer. This is going to be the Aegis. He's gone. PA is dead. They won the fight. I can't believe it. Funnick runs out, comes back, and uses his ulti on a creep, heals up a lot, and swings back into the fight. And this is the power of Undyne, staying alive in a team fight, doing lots of AoE damage. And somehow they won that fight. I don't even know, honestly. This game is insane. The team fights are so clutch and close. And Empire now on the high ground, going on a Rax tower. The heal goes on Funnick, and they want to take it out. Here's the right clicks. Tower goes low. Goblek has Liquid Fire maxed out. I mean, once the BKB runs out, Liquid Fire is a massive advantage against the PA. The attack speed reduction of 50% really helps things. I still see no Vlads going on. Yasha actually on TA. Yeah, I guess it's going to be a Manta style. There's the blink in. Might be able to ulti. Going on Scandal. There's the Ice Path. It's going to miss, though. Whiffs things. Scandal's going to be able to survive, I think. Pops Reflection. Is going to right-click for a second, but I don't know if it's enough. Big AoE damage, though. Puts him low. Funnick grabs 1 kill. Going on Bat Rider next. Bat Rider goes down next. Leshrac still alive, but Chen's getting cleaned up. Funnick is just rocking face here. And Chen sends back the Leshrac. Funnick with a triple kill. That's exactly what they needed here. And top lane takes out the tower. They're going on the Rex as well. They're going to be able to get a double Rex out of this. There's a Gem of Truce on the ground. Goblin really wants them to pick it up. And did they kill it? I don't think so. Nope. Clinkz picked it up. So double Rex goes down. Buyback from Chen, actually, as they're going to try to defend. And Empire looks like they may be able to squeeze out this game. It is not over by any means. But Empire barely able to win these matches. This is insane. Absolutely insane game. Rubik with Ghost Scepter as well. So he will be survivable against the PA now. But oh my god, his crit damage is insane. It's just, he jumps on somebody and they immediately die. The output is ridiculous. BKB getting low, 6 seconds though. And there's so many MKBs now in the Radiant team that he still has to be careful. Templar Assassin as well as Clinkz can burst him down quite rapidly. So, Undyne going for a plate mail actually. Opts for a plate mail over a Vlad's. Still going to keep his allies a little squishy. But on the bright side, they have Ghost Scepters now, so I don't know if they need it. Oh, we're going to see some backdooring going on. Funnick takes out the tower. Great play from Clinkz. The backdoor master goes in invisible. There were creeps in the base not a moment ago, so there was no backdoor region. And the tower gets killed, so even more gold going to Empire now. Such a cool game. And it's going to be a Basilius sell, actually, so no armor for his allies anymore. Basilius was sold on the Undyne, I believe, and Blade Mail actually picked up on Undyne. Very good choice. Against APA, that's not something you can control nearly as much. On somebody that does less damage per individual hit, Blade Mail doesn't pay off as well. But if the PA just jumps on Undyne, and he pops Blade Mail, and the first hit comes and it's a crit, and he doesn't realize Blade Mail's on for 1 hit, bam, huge reflection, that's going to cleave through PA, assuming BKB is off cooldown, or is not up. Because if you're Magic Immune, Black King Bar does nothing. I'm sorry, Blade Mail does nothing. The damage reflected does not go through. It's actually Shiva's Guard on Bat Rider. I did see somebody had one, but big armor on him. Absolutely necessary choice. Ghost Scepter, Shiva's Guard for Bat Rider, so lots of survivability versus physical damage. Radiant team in the jungle currently. It's a Manta style for TA. We were expecting this here. Going to give him some nice split off during fights. Attack speed is there as well, and armor. It's really not a bad item on Templar Assassin. Her base damage is not that high, 141 here, but it's mostly just going to be used to cause confusion. Dire team actually shifting bottom. Really wants to kill this Rubik. Getting close within PA's initiation range, but nope. No dagger. No blink. 2,500 gold on him. He's going to have buyback, of course. Net worth is insane on the PA. 253 last hits, but 3 follow-up from Empire. So Empire is not too far behind here. Not doing too bad. Blade Mail and Jakiro as well. I've never seen so many Blade Mail purchases before, but I think they're all legitimate, honestly. Blade Mail on Undyne. Jakiro has good HP. 1,400 HP plus a mech. He's going to be able to Blade Mail. Possibly keep himself alive. Not opting for Ghost Scepter. He just wants to take the fight to PA instead, which is very interesting. There's one ward going to catch things out. They're going in. They want to grab him. Telekinesis. Can they burst down the Phantom Assassin? The right clicks. He pops BKB, but he's going to get picked off. Buyback from PA will have to happen, and there's the buyback. They pick off a Centaur at least. 1 dagger stolen by SS. He has dagger. That's actually not that bad to have. If you can reduce the movement speed of PA and stop her initiation, it could be good. BKB is gone as well. That's the important thing. They're going on the Tombstone. 1 silence. There's the heal on the Tombstone, trying to keep alive as the zombies are going to cleave down. 1 Shuriken ulti as well. Crits go in low. Pops the Ghost Scepter. PA wants to make it happen. The right clicks. That's the Clinkz actually going down. I'm sorry. Blade Mill's up on Jakiro. Oh, he grabs the kill with the Ice Path and ends up surviving with the 1. I can't believe it. Oh, no, does still go down. Bounty Hunter picks off the last hit, and SS1 skill goes invisible. Looking for crit. Really wanted to grab track, but Scandal, they're diving. They want the last kills. Crit goes down. Bounty Hunters, are you going to survive? I don't even know. SS trying to stay alive. He's got a Ghost Scepter. Can he use Ghost Scepter? Ghost Scepter is used. 2 seconds. Oh, the nuke, though. Chen used Penitence. Huge damage out of that. Ultra kill on Scandal, and he's finally able to clean up and pick off some kills. Ghost Scepter buys him a second, but they're not done yet. Meld Strike puts him so low, not able to get killed. Manta Style now, and Blow Your Brain actually over diving a little bit, puts it on the Blade Mill, but it's not enough. Cryasia might die in the fountain, gets low, but no. Silence on Scandal. They win the team fight, but over dive. Undyne goes down. Even the Templar Assassin goes too far, and they're not going to be able to take the final racks. Surprisingly, the creeps are hitting on it, though, and Scandal wants to come around. I think he does need to go in this. There's a Gem of True Sight. Pop in the mid. He needs to grab this. Blink Dagger comes. Can he grab it in time? He is going to grab the gem. Needs a blink. A very short blink, but he does get away from Cryasia. at the very least does grab the Gem of True Sight. Big pick up there. They can use that in the next team fight. Rax goes low, 350 HP, and WHA is doing their best to defend this, but they're just not quite there yet. Especially with the PA pick-off at the start of the fight. The BKB was on cooldown when the actual team fight started, and it's now down to 5 seconds. You can't even sell this and buy a new one. He doesn't have the money anyways, and surprisingly, we do see PA really peak off in the mid to late game here, mostly because of the fact that there's Ghost Scepters, more survivability, and Force Staffs. Mostly about the survivability in the Ghost Scepters. Ghost Scepters paying off really hard. Their burst damage isn't quite enough to pick off TA either. Another crucial point. If they can't kill the TA in the initial engagement, then TA is able to do big damage output with those MKBs. So, really proving to be helping out a major amount. AC, actually, the next pickup on Clink. So, Vlad's is completely gone now. No need for this. Very surprising to see an AC pickup on Clink. So, almost never see this item. As a hero, he's mostly just glass cannon all the way. Most players just say, I don't need the armor. It's going to be fine. There's actually going to be smoke. Sentry gets put down, and Clink's actually not going to find those heroes, unfortunately. So they will not realize. There is a dire sentry, but do they have vision? Yep, there's a Chen. They may realize now, and here comes the fight. There's the trap going down. I guess the Radiant team realizes there's the Ice Path coming through. He's going to catch actually on Farmer. Couple right clicks, ulti on Funnick, but he's pretty survivable now. Scandal pops the Mantle style, so he's a little harder to kill, and he is still getting right click. The damage output is insane, and Farmer is going to be able to win the team fight, actually, surprisingly. Jakiro wants to make something happen, and Undyne as well going in, puts down the, oh my god, the Blade Mill's reflecting so much onto the Undyne. And they're going to win the team fight again. Clinks is dead. We actually have the PA get picked off. Looks like Goblin helping out with that one. Crit trying to survive. But if they can just interrupt his blink, that's it. Easy kill there. Chain disable, and they win the team fight big time. Roshan is still in the camp. 2,000 gold. That's Cheese and Aegis, and they actually want to go straight for the Rax if possible. Throne is so low as well. I mean, even trying to take Roshan like that is so tough because they are there to interrupt it. And the waves are pushing, so there's only so much they can do. Melee Barracks is going to go down. There's the Glyphs. Is going to buy them a little bit of time. The rest of the team's going to try to force him back. There's the ulti on top of SS. Test of Faith, and SS does get picked off pretty easily, but doesn't matter. That's going to be Mega Creeps, and Empire looks like they are going to be able to win the game unless we can see an insane GG push from WHA. Bounty Hunter's going to go down. No survivability for him. The Ancient is being wailed on. Blade Mill's popping. Good game. Well played by WHA, and Empire takes it 2-0. Against WHA. Excellent play from Empire. Such cool hero picks up in such a close game as well. 42-37, 43-minute game. 2 points going to Empire. And that puts them as the leader of the pack in Division 2B. They're going to be sitting with 5 wins, 5 2-0 victories. They've not lost a single game in Division 2. The 4th ranked team overall in the world on Gosu Gamers rankings. Awesome plays from Empire, awesome picks as well, and they end up taking it out against WHA. WHA had a great strat, Phantom Assassin, Bounty Hunter. They had great picks and counters against Empire, but Empire was able to win just enough team fights, and literally that was it. They barely won their team fight. Every single team fight barely won. I couldn't even follow the team fights. They were so awesome and so close, and such a treat to cast the game. Empire versus WHA. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name's Purge. Go check my website. It's purgegamers.com, and we are not done yet. We still have 2 more matches left. I'm sorry, a total of 3 matches left out of the GosuLeague, starting off with the Division 1 bracket with Kai P versus Mouse immediately up next, and after that, Game 2 of Dara versus Shakira. So if you guys want to stay for some more awesome GosuLeague matches, make sure that you guys don't go anywhere, and we'll be back in just a second.